Hello, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. My name is Mark, and welcome to some more Enter the Gungeon. Well, this is another challenge stream because, of course, as a pro god gamer myself, playing Enter the Gungeon is too easy. So I'm going to do the ultimate challenge and see how far I can go. Hitless. That's right. Today we're going to be doing some hitless attempts. I have not practiced. I haven't been playing Enter the Gungeon since last stream, but Enter the Gungeon is just naturally one of the games I'm most comfortable with in terms of roguelikes. So how well am I going to do? I don't know. I'm hoping I can at least get to floor 3. But we'll see. And we'll also see, depending on the character we grab as well. Like, I could go for the gunslinger, which I might do gunslinger, because, you know, like, if I actually want to try to beat the game hitless, I think I can. That's like the only challenge where I feel like I wouldn't feel too cheated if I just grabbed the gunslinger. But first, we're going to do some genuine attempts with other characters. And I'm thinking I'm going to give myself, like, 3 attempts per character, something like that. And we'll see how fast I lose my mind or how easy it gets. Maybe I'll just do it, like, in the first, like, run. And that's it. This is definitely going to be requiring a ton of skill, but also I think the skill is obviously going to be not as like, luck is going to be a big portion as well. Basically, it's going to be really hard. And I'm going to need to play pretty well while also hopefully getting some pretty good items early on. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. Again, I don't really know what to expect from this. Maybe I'll do terribly. I think we, oh man, and if you go back to our archived videos on the channel, which, for those of you who don't know, there's like, I don't know how many edited videos we have on this channel. This channel has been going on for a while, and it's when we have like the different phases. Back in the day where Colin, who is now kind of the manager, I guess, you know, we would do things together, you know, live, and I think there was a video where I did the hitless attempt, and on my first attempt, I went to floor 2, which is pretty good. But that was back in the day where I was just a mere, like, amateur gamer. Now that I do this professionally, amongst other things in the gaming world professionally, I think I could potentially beat this. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. So, I'm going to start with, I'm going to play, I'm going to do 3 attempts per character, I think. And we'll see how it goes. I'm thinking of doing Paradox, Robot, Bullet, but Bullet's boring. Yeah, you could theoretically just only use your normal weapon, but I'm going to skip the Bullet. I just don't think the Bullet is a little boring. So let's just do some Robot action first. And we'll see how things go. Hello, Doctor. I wasn't really late. I was time difference, because I'm French, living in the U.S. So when a French person lives in the U.S., the time difference is only a few minutes. It's complicated. I don't think you would understand, but it's okay. But I wasn't really late. All right. So I guess just not much to do, right? Just jump in and see how we do. Again, I really haven't been playing Gungeon much, so we'll see how we fail. Not fail. What's the word? We see how we fare. There's a word that's like close to F and that does that. Pulling the French excuse won't work on me, Mark. I mean, I don't know. I think it can work. So with the robot, the reason I picked the robot is because the robot is quite strong early game, but only has armor. But obviously, we don't care about health. So the idea is we want to grab. We obviously don't want anything that is health related. That is completely useless. Yeah, we want some very powerful items. Now the good thing is a Gungeon is a little unbalanced in some regard. So I'm pretty sure we're just gonna eventually find a really powerful A or B tier item, which A or S tier item, which is definitely going to be helping. Also, I'm realizing even right now, I'm like, I'm like pressing wrong buttons. I have to get back into it. What have I been playing for it to feel? Oh, that's right. I was like, why am I pressing spacebar to try to dodge? And I was like, what is that? Oh, it's because, yeah, Hades. I've been playing Hades 2 recently quite a bit. We did a bit of a series on it, but then I realized that with the direction of where we want to take the channel, I felt like, well, you know what? I'm just gonna play Hades on my own and then do like a nice rogueathon on it once I've gotten enough information about it. So I've been playing a lot of Hades in the last couple of days, and the moveset is very different. Are we fair? Thank you, fair. Beautiful. So yeah, like, wow, I really need to like, I need to like warm up when I do like an insanely complicated challenge. Like, oh, so calculated. I knew in the back of my head that it could be a mimic, but the odds are so low because I'm not cursed. So, all right, hitless still. Flare gun is not too shabby for a D. Oh, you know what we could have gotten? We could have gotten the unfinished gun. Oh, the finished gun. Sorry, now it's called. Boom, you're gonna be burned. That would have been great. The finished gun is the weapon that I refuse to play whenever I do a stream on Gungeon because it's way too overpowered. But in this instance, I will use whatever the game gives me. I do not care. You can burn. All right. Yeah. So, how have you been doing, Dota? I've been working very hard on the video. That's like most of my life right now, just working on this darn video. Casey? Shadow Clone? Some good stuff here. Also, we should be using our money pretty quickly because, well, you know, we need to prioritize the early game more than anything else. So this is a big Isaac rebalance mod. I've been seeing a bit about it and sounding interesting at first. Then I saw one particular nerf that completely ruined the entire mod for me. Okay, I'm curious. And when you say the name of the item, please specify what it is because you know me in names. But I am very curious. Oh, that's nice and kind of useless, but I'll take it. All right, so blanks are going to be our best friend. So, but also chess. I mean, we need to utilize everything the game gives us, of course. So, oh, Holy Mantle. But making it only recharge on clearing a room, not just clearing a room. And the Holy Mantle. So, I mean, I could understand what they were going for. I'm not like super against the idea, but I almost wish it was a different item. Because I kind of like the idea of an item that does that, but replacing Holy Mantle is rough for it. But I think it's not a terrible design. And the room recharges it instead of it. Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, I mean, it definitely wouldn't be like an S tier weapon anymore, item anymore. Like it's interesting, right? Because I don't think it would fit the Holy Mantle vibe anymore. But the idea of the item, I don't think is bad, actually. No, I understand. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it would be, like, for the Lost, obviously, it wouldn't work. I think for the Lost, like, Holy Mantle's perfect. But for, like, as an extra item outside of the Holy Mantle, which, again, like, then you would have two kind of Holy Mantles, which would be weird. But just overall, I like the idea. What do you got here? You don't look like a evil one. Ooh, I can make that work. It's just so boring. Such a bland change that brings down an interesting item. Again, I agree. I think I like to replace the item. Not a fan. But I think by itself, I don't think it's a terrible idea. But I do agree, yeah. Like for Holy Mantle is just in a good spot. Yeah, it's super powerful, but it's necessary for certain things to work. Like, a lot of it is just kind of, like, it's designed quite well with it. All right, let's buy a key. And today we're not doing the Casey, I'm definitely going to want to do, like, a Casey stream. What is this thing again? I forgot what this thing does. I totally forgot what this thing does. I know it's pretty useless. Yeah, infinite ammo. I mean, it can be good with very specific things, but kind of useless here. Let's get a better weapon. Oh my gosh. Well, wait, I'm always thinking of hell. I'm not doing bullet hell today, so not great otherwise. Is it even better than my normal gun? I don't even know. We'll see. Caught a stream. What is up? Hello, hello. And you've caught quite a stream indeed. I hope you enjoy resets. I'm kidding. I'm going to be doing... it's going to be so easy. You have no idea. Okay. Well, this boss should be pretty straightforward. Okay. Which gun? I think I'm going to use my normal weapon followed with that as well. Gosh darn it! I use spacebar because I need to get back into playing Gungeon. I got a pretty nice room layout, although honestly, it's hard to take damage from this boss in my opinion. Once you know how to do this boss, it's not too hard. Hello. And flare. Boop. Burn. All right. Floor 1 completed. How much further can I go? Trigger finger. Man, you really want to destroy my finger, huh? Gosh darn it. All right. Is there anything else I need? I don't think so. Wait, why do I have 100? What? I'm sorry. What? Did the boss drop 250s? Is that what happened? If that's the case, I think in my 300 plus hours of this game, I don't think I've ever seen that happen. That is insanely rare. Is that really what happened? No way. Wow. Crazy. Hey, it's been a while. What is up, Chico? Welcome, welcome. He decides to nerf items in ways that kills all the fun. I agree. Usually, I'm more in the favor of making things more powerful, like on the enemy side, than nerfing things. Unless it's nerfing things by like numbers, because then like nerfing things, like changing numeric values doesn't at least change usually like the synergetic aspect of a lot of the items that people enjoy. I mean, dealing with balance in the roguelike is a huge, huge deal. But I think that, yeah, when you nerf an item, nerfing the mechanical aspect of it is a risky move, depending on the situation, of course. But in this case, like the Holy Mantle example, I think, yeah, that nerf feels bad because it takes away a lot of the fun mechanics and strategies that you're used to just to have less fun, you know? Buffs are generally better than nerfs, I'd say. Yes, generally, but it's also then you have to be careful then, because if everything is buffed, then things get very chaotic. Which again, chaos is cool, but you have to be careful with how you do it. All right, so we got chamber. Let's do fossilized gun and chamber. We're playing a dangerous game here. It's called Gungeon. I'd like to get flight now, please. Oh, that guy's used. He's immune to. Oh, hello. Okay, I'm scared. Floor 1, I'm not too worried. Floor 2 is where things are gonna start getting. Also, especially since I'm using fossilized gun. Maybe not the best idea, but I don't care. Honestly, like it's not the worst idea. Fossilized gun is really, really powerful for a D class, but it obviously depends on the room layout and a few other things. Screw you. Okay. Cool. Everything died. Just stay in a corner. Hey, that's dangerous. Out of range. Okay. Yeah, I have to be kind of aware of when to use the fossilized gun and when not to. Cool. Yeah, the oil from this gun kills small enemies very quickly, which is quite nice. So we got money. Spice? Spice? Oh, shoot. I need to look up what spice does. I always forget the specifics of it. Let me see. No, it's not worth it. We really don't want cursed enemies. It's too much of a gamble. Definitely want the key, though. These are the things I don't want. So, and curse, we have to be careful with curses for sure. There's a fine when items deserve it, but changing the actual mechanics, exactly, yeah. Gungeon, let's go! Spice increases damage and curse. Yeah, but it's more complicated than that. Like, I know the basics, but I forgot the exact steps of what happens on every step. And that's pretty important when you're doing something very specific, but I don't think we want it anyway. What would you say is your guys' favorite aspect of Gungeon design? Design. I would say... Well, funny enough, Gungeon is getting... It's, one of my friends recently asked me if you could have a sequel, like a sequel of a game, of a roguelike, what would it be? And I said Gungeon, and that might sound like a boring answer because yeah, oh wow, you know Gungeon. But again, like I've played so many of them, and I do think that Gungeon overall is getting a little bit old in its design compared to many action roguelikes. Now, Gungeon is not a super old game, but when compared to the genre. Like the action roguelike genre is fairly new in terms of like, yeah, I mean, it's fairly new. And I think Gungeon has some designs that today, you know, there's nothing too crazy unique about it when you could, because it was one of the first to do it well. So I think one of my favorite aspects of Gungeon is the amount of content there is and how much of an adventure it feels every time. The humor is amazing. There's just a lot to do. It feels like a packed game. But in terms of design, I personally really like the gameplay flow. I think that in terms of making a game with simple gameplay feel good, Gungeon is one of the best in my opinion. I know a lot of people would heavily disagree with me, but for me, Gungeon is a very, very skill heavy game. And when you really understand how to really utilize all those all the elements of the game to really be able to beat the game fairly regularly every single time, which is where I got to the point of where I think I did a series a few years ago where I was doing win streaks and I was doing the Lich every time, and I got to like 20 or something. And yet there's no roguelite elements. And it's one of those games that is very skill heavy, and it rewards, you know, good playing. I like these kind of games because I'm very comfortable with them, similar to Revita. So I would say just the overall gameplay, I think it's really, really well done. But I could imagine a lot of people disagreeing with me. That dodge roll was scary. All good, all good. You have 1,000 plus? Gungeon is the best roguelite ever in my opinion. Again, I don't think the whole conversation of roguelikes versus roguelite. Oh my gosh. In my opinion, I don't consider Gungeon a roguelite because the unlocks are not actual benefits to the character. For me, like a roguelite is where you actually get upgrades. But that is my perception of it. which I understand is not everybody's point of view. I made an entire video on roguelikes and roguelites, by the way. The conversation around it. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely. Alright, so this one, you want to do like this. So you can open up this. This. Okay, nice. Oh. Oh. That is not what I wanted for a full clear. That's fine. I like the guns are a little, I mean, the game is a little unbalanced, and there are a few things I really don't, well, not really, but there are a few things that for a game that I think is one of my favorite roguelikes out there, there are a few things that I don't really like. The new definitions, yeah, again, I'm just kind of against the new definitions, personally. I misuse roguelite and roguelike all the time. Exactly, everybody does. That's the problem. But again, you check out the video. Like, if you guys have any interest in this, like, I made quite a bit of research on it. It's really interesting. And as someone who actually works in the industry myself, having these conversations with people that release games that do pretty well and stuff like that is very interesting. What I've learned from talking to a lot of developers that actually develop like roguelikes is that they don't care. Like, they just go for whatever, like, the like marketing-wise makes more sense. Which, what's important to realize that the whole like conversation and the whole like everybody like not being happy with like people that are mad about it are usually people that are just random players, not the people that actually make the games. Which I think is an important distinction to make. I don't want this. Well, no, I don't want this. Well, yeah, it's probably better than my other one. Oh wow, they're stunned for a long time. You know, actually, I didn't realize how much damage this hammer would be doing. This thing would be doing. You're nice, right? Yes, you are. I don't even know why I'm taking these, but... hey, Gruon stones are permanent! Okay, so the red scarf is one of the most interesting items in the game. When people that play this game a lot, I think would also say that it's one of the most interesting items in the game because a lot of people don't like it. The reason people don't like it is because it's such a completely different way of playing the game that you're just not used to it. Like, Gungeon has a lot of like automatic things you do, right? And the red scarf, pretty much, if you want to utilize it well, you have to just try to get used to this completely new mechanic. So I never tried getting comfortable with it myself. I'm kind of sad that we got it, but we'll make it work. Shinobi scarf. I very much dislike how these amazing and cool shot effects are mutually exclusive. Yeah, well, okay. You know what? I think one of the greatest things about Gungeon is the amount of work and care put into the individual items. I think that's probably the greatest strength. Every single item in this game feels unique. Well, that's the truth. The ones that should feel unique. And they, you know, like this gun has a completely unique animation, unique bullets, unique sound effect. And there are so many items and guns that do that. Way more than pretty much any game I could think of outside of gosh darn Isaac, which always reigns supreme on pretty much everything in roguelikes. Okay. Oh, that's... I don't want that. I've been getting, like, high-quality stuff, but I just don't want them. Okay, the reason I didn't want it is because it was cursed, and the weapon is just not as good, in all honesty. Okay, what do I want? I have one blank, a bajillion amount of money. That's fair, yeah. Should I just buy a blank? I think I'm gonna buy a blank just in case. Oh gosh, the scarf is scaring me. It is a bit short range, something to keep in mind. Okay, floor 2 done. That's cool. A lot of keys. Do enjoy that. This is a fine gun. Okay, I'm genuinely surprised with the amount of damage that the shovel is doing. I didn't remember the shovel doing that much damage. I like it. Didn't like Hades 2. Hades 1 set the bar way too high, and I saw it coming that it wouldn't live up. Honestly, I'm taking a while before I evaluate Hades 2. Because I think Hades 2 is one of the biggest... I mean, there's so much to talk about for Hades 2 so far, in my opinion. I would say one of the most important distinction is how they really took the meta progression angle to the next level. To the level that I think no other roguelikes do. And I could imagine a lot of people just not being super happy or really enjoying that aspect just because it's so unusual how much it's dependent on meta progression. And like the first Hades was already like that. But this is like next level. And it almost feels like the progression feels almost like not a roguelike, even though it very much is a roguelike. Roguelike, you know what I mean? And I've realized that the more I play Hades 2, the more things there are to do and the more things get unlocked, and you just don't expect there to be that much. It's pretty impressive. I'm quite impressed with the amount of content so far that this game has. Especially for an early access. I originally was like, yeah, that looks pretty cool, but the more I play, the more I think Hades 2 is really, really, really good. But it's just not for everybody. That was my bad. The hand screwed me. It was just really unfortunate timing. I was focusing on the hand over the bullet. I moved in the wrong spot at the wrong time. I was completely fine if I just like stayed behind that pillar. All right. Honestly, first attempt, floor 3, not bad. Not bad. Very good run so far. Why do I have to read this at the wrong time? So again, we're going to be doing 3 attempts of each character. Not every single character, by the way, but some characters. All right, attempt number 2. Also, I'm considering doing a longer stream challenge where I need to beat every single character in a row. Which shouldn't be too hard, but it'll just be a fun stream for me to do. So I'm going to be doing that at one point. I feel like the ability to switch between weapons and managing your ammo provided a good bit of strategy. Oh yeah, I agree with that. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, the concept of managing your ammo is like one of the most important parts of Gungeon. But I would say Gungeon really has so many like strategy layers, like skill layers. Like, if I had to, I think one of the coolest things, like, if I had to, like, teach a roguelike to someone, and I feel like teaching about Gungeon would be the most interesting one, because there's just so many ways to approach fights. And, yeah, I mean, it's just such a skill-heavy game. like understanding like what you can do and like little elements. I mean, Isaac is the same, like in terms of like understanding how enemies work, how certain items work, how certain mechanics work. Gungeon has a bajillion of those, so does Isaac. Like the fact that, like, you know, like how tables work is more complicated than someone would expect. See, for instance, like I could just take that bullet right to the face because you actually have iframes when you flip a table. I mean, that's a basic one, but there's just a lot of different layers that I really enjoy in this game. I might not go for that thing over there. I think it's unnecessary. Plus, it usually just gives me ammo or armor, which is useless in my case. It doesn't give you keys, so no point in going for it. You shall die! It's all your fault! I was doing just fine. Alright. I hate the ammo mechanic in Gungeon. Oh, really? I play Bullet in Gungeon. I don't like Bullet because Bullet is too easy to abuse. Once you know how to use the weapon to nullify bullets, it's just so boring. Yeah, it's super powerful. Bullet is one of the strongest characters. Oh man, two bronze chests. I can't remember last time I had 2 bronze chests as my first options. I actually really like the ammo mechanic in Gungeon because it's not super punishing. I think a lot of ammo mechanics in games are really just feel bad, but once you know how to use the guns and like how to manage your ammo, you're generally never going to be running out of ammo in Gungeon. But again, it's part of the it is a big skill portion of the game. Being able to manage your ammo correctly on Gungeon is a pretty big deal. So I personally really like it, especially because, again, like, ammo in games usually is not a super fun thing, but in this game, I like it. Oh, I didn't see it! I didn't see it! I did not see that guy! Oh, shoot. I thought I killed them all. Oh, that was quick. 2 brown chests. that was just stupid. I did not see it. All right, 3rd attempt. That was a shame. Taking damage on floor 1 is going to feel bad. With consumables. Oh, the key stuff. Well, the keys. Yeah, again, I think if... Ooh, this is a annoying room. I think the keys... Again, if this game was designed today, I think the mechanic of the keys would have been changed a little bit. It's funny enough, there was a... They actually added an update years ago where for many years you weren't guaranteed to have a key in the shop. Which was terrible. You could actually spend floors without ever getting a guaranteed key drop. That was terrible. Then they added the mechanic that makes it so that you're always guaranteed at least a key in every single shop on every floor. Yeah, Bullet is cheese, but not in a super fun way. Actually, this kind of ties into like one of my biggest issues. Well, one of my biggest minor issues, if that makes sense. It's like very specific, but I really don't like the fact that it was added, which is the rat. Now, I actually love the rat fight. I think the rat fight is super cool, very challenging. It feels very rewarding. I love the punch out thing. It's very funny. My issue was that the rat guarantees the same exact items every single time. I've talked about this so many times on this channel, by the way, but you know, I mean, I've been streaming for years now, so I guess I could say it every year or so. The items that you get from completing the rat, now again, like, it's a reward. Like, you know, they want to reward you for doing something hard. But the items are always the same. They're always the 4 rat items. Now, those, like, my problem is not obviously that it's not just that it's always the same items in a roguelike, but the problem is that these items are just all good by themselves without needing anything. And they don't synergize with anything. They're just broken by themselves. which I just hate. Like, for me, what they should have done is either, well, I mean, I guess, like, I understand why they didn't want to have random items, because you have random items throughout the punch-out. But through the chest, the items that they should have given should have been, like, the same items, but items that are unique, that feel unique every run. Like, I don't know, like, I can't think of a good example, but... Like, you know, like some bullet modifiers, for instance, right? Some bullet modifiers are going to be completely different depending on the gun you have. So bullet modifiers are really fun because they always feel different. So, and I wish they would have given you rat items that felt unique or different every time, instead of just being broken exactly the same way every single time. I just don't like that at all. And for me, the bullet is the same. The bullet, you start with an overpowered item if you know how to use it. And that just, like, gets rid of the whole concept of, you know, what I like about roguelikes. The uniqueness of, like, like, finding cool, unique things every run. So that's why I don't like bullet, and that's why I have a problem with the rat reward. That was a long explanation of something pretty simple, I guess, but... In She's Gun, all the gear that rat gives you make the game too easy. Exactly, but they make the game too easy in the most boring way. Because making the game too easy in a fun way is different. Where, like, a fun way meaning, like, something that feels unique every time, right? But no, it's always the same. Honestly, my personal nitpick with ammo is that it's a bit random when you get ammo. Yes, when, like, sometimes you can get screwed with ammo drops. If you're really, really good at the game, then you're not going to be worried too much about it, but it really does require a lot of skill to be able to manage your... to not have to worry too much on ammo. I do know that a lot of people that start playing Gungeon feel kind of bad when they just don't get ammo, and, like, they're just out of ammo regularly because, you know, they use their ammo inefficiently, but which is completely understandable when you're starting the game. So that makes sense. I don't even know what kind of if there are synergies with this, but let's try to find like an item that we could try to get a synergy item. Well, also, I don't understand why, like, that event doesn't guarantee the synergy. It just gives you a synergy chest, which is like a 50-50 that it gives you a synergy or not. Like, I like the synergy chest. I'm fine with it, but paying for the event to get a 50% chance of a synergy feels kind of sad. I have a few nitpicks with the game, but not many of them. I think some guns are too powerful. Oh. Wait a minute. Aren't the synergies with this pretty good? I think I can get the bomber synergy, which would be very greedy. But if I could get the bomb synergy with that, that'd be sick. I'm spending a lot of money, unfortunately. I'm going to lose, like, a lot of the power from it, but... Oh! I don't know what that synergy does. I'm gonna assume increased chance of getting money? Doesn't seem like it, though. So far, I've gotten pretty terrible luck with it. I could look it up, but I don't think it's gonna matter too much. If someone wants to look it up or knows, feel free to share in chat. When you don't know when your next ammo drop. Yeah, I could understand that for sure. I think they did patch it a few times where, like, ammo drop kind of comes in more regularly, I think, but I'm not completely sure. Or, like, that you don't get completely screwed. I wonder if there's a pity timer. I think a pity timer for these kind of things are pretty good. So that, like, you're always at least guaranteed to have some ammo eventually. Would be a nice thing. I don't know if there's a pity timer in this game. There might be. I wonder. Yeah, easy fun, easy boring, very important. doesn't give you enough health to make on-hit items at least somewhat usable, I probably won't enjoy it. That is a good. That's a good point. I think I'd agree with you on that. I don't like you. And nothing personal, kid, but I just don't like you. All right, that's a gun. I think I'm gonna take it. Oh my gosh! Probably the single best C tier item in the game. That gun is insane. And really good for no-hit challenges. I don't have to be next to you anymore, 'cause I've got crazy scrambler. Nothing matters when you've got a scrambler. Just gotta shoot a wall. Let the scrambler do its thing. It's gonna kill everything. 'Cause the scrambler is overpowered. It's gonna do everything for you. Thank you, scrambler. Oh my gosh, I got another 50! What? Oh, rolling back. Fine, whatever. Cool. All right, so looking good. Looking juicy good. I could take the shield. Although I'm not used to using shields, so probably not. Bonk. I'm too lazy. I also don't like the way they're... Like, man, like, the secret room... The way the secret rooms work in this game are really annoying, because there's a few spots that where it can be, and few spots... And if it's not in these specific spots, it can be anywhere. And it's, like, really annoying to look for. I really wish it would be a little different. It has a chance to spawn golden tables that causes enemies to drop more money on death when flipped. Whoa. Yeah, secret rooms are something that... Yeah. Ooh, this is not a good room. Man, that was a rough room. That start was scary. But it's okay, we got Scrambler. Scrambler OP. A little scary, but all good. Here, you can take that. Oh, Scrambler. Scrambler. Scramble that. Alright. I want my golden tables. Man, these rooms are some tough rooms. In terms of positioning. They're, Okay, so the golden table does not like flip by itself. You have to flip it. Oh, look at all this money! Oh my god! Whoa! That's a lot of money. What? Oh man, those golden tables are awesome. Again, another great thing, right? Like those golden tables don't exist unless you have this very specific synergy. And that's probably one of the greatest strengths in Gungeon. There are so many details and so much love put into a lot of these things. I really, really like that about it. Not you. That guy is always scary. Oh, no! So, I'm not going to scour the room to try to find them. That is way too risky. Oh, spider? This tiny room? Oh, gosh. All right. Yeah, this floor has been pretty scary. Man, oh my gosh. Some scary rooms, man. Jeez. This mini boss scares me, but I mean, as long as it's not the mini boss we all know and fear. Yeah, is kind of a big deal to find, but the issue is that they make them so weak, and that is just disappointing. Does both types of secret rooms flawlessly. Yeah. No, Isaac, I mean, Isaac, the thing is, a lot of people, like a lot of games, just try to copy Isaac. But again, I've said it many times. It's really hard to copy Isaac. Even though it is like the #1 reference for like a lot of... I had to blank that. It is like a really good reference for a lot of things. It's also just really, really hard to mimic what Isaac does, because Isaac just has... Calculated. Yay. Oh my gosh. Jeez Louise. I was so greedy. I knew the golden tables would be risky. Oh, stop giving me this guy. Metronome. Whoa. Wait, metronome is insane. Oh, wait, no, I have to keep the same weapon. Should I just go all in on Scrambler? That seems risky. Should I not be opening these secret rooms? I don't know. Should I do this mini boss? I think I should, right? Yeah, the other chest is behind. What is up, Joss? Kind of an Isaac clone too. Nuclear Throne? For me, Nuclear Throne is like compared to oh gosh, it is this one. Screw you. I think I have enough damage to kind of like destroy him though. Please die. Please die. Please die. I thought you'd be dead by now. Why aren't you dead? Please die. Thank you. Gosh darn, that was scary. Awesome. Complete waste of time. We're playing a dangerous game right here. It's gonna be a lot of money. Woo! Okay, so I need ammo. So for those of you who don't know about, sorry, I should have explained metronome. I deal like you saw like a little note come up. As long as I keep the same weapon and not take damage, the more enemies I kill, the stronger I get. Now the no damage thing is fine, but the switching weapons is a tough one. That's why I'm going to try to. Oh shoot. I'm out of here. Man, these rooms on this run have been scary. Really scary floor 2. Ugh. The problem is Scrambler is a little hard to predict. It's hard to make Scrambler work all the time, depending on the room layout. I'm not going for that. Okay, but we are dealing more and more damage. Whoa. Oh, that's right. I don't think it resets when you just do that. Okay, yeah. That's gonna be our replacement for now. Okay, boss time. It's not great against bosses, the problem, but where's the lowercase r best gun? That's for sure. Not in games to be, but every inspired game I've ever seen misses out on the most incredibly obvious, crucial features of Isaac. I agree. I think a lot of people that try to copy Isaac copy the wrong, like, don't actually do the right things. Ugh, gosh, Scramble would be so much better in this instance. All right. But this would be really good for room clearing. So, I'm still doing an okay amount of damage, right? Ooh, this is not a ideal positioning. I screwed up! Ugh, that's sad. That's sad. That's sad. Ugh, I guess it's a Gorgon. What did I do wrong? I think I positioned myself quite... Oh, man, look at her. She's really cool in this state. I positioned myself a little bit wrong during her scream. I should have been more on her side. Being on her right or left side is a very dangerous thing to do because of that very specific attack that can occur. It was bad timing, but I should have been prepared for that to occur. All right, those were my 3 attempts with the robot. Overall, I'm fine with it. Let's do some paradox now. Rip. Ouch. Rip. That was just purely my bad. I should have been positioned better, and I should have been able to react fast enough with my blank. Also, I was a little greedy. I should have had the Scrambler. The Scrambler, I mean, yeah, I would have lost my metronome. I had a very greedy run. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, tabletop shotgun. I had the face melter. Pretty... Okay. I mean, boom. Oh yeah, that's right. They home in on enemies. That's actually not bad. Oh, my tables. All right, face melter is all right. It's a bit of an awkward gun, to be honest, but it's all right. And 1, 2, and 3. Oh, that was so close. It was just 2 shot. I don't really need to do this. I'm just trying to like make things go faster. Because my starting gun is not amazing. Useless. What do you have in the shop for me? Snowball. Okay. You usually don't buy things in the shop, by the way. Usually you just use the shop for keys. Cool. All right. Also, killing bats is always for those of you who don't know, killing bats is good instead of letting them expire because they don't drop money if they expire, which I'm sure makes sense for most people. But oh, he's right there. No. Bonk, bonk, bonk. And boom. Boom. Fire! 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 Okay, well, that was not as effective as I wanted it to be, but still did fine. Key! I will take a key every day of the day. Thank you very much. Streaming Tiny Rogues at some point. I have streamed Tiny Rogues a few times. I think I've even streamed it twice. Did I stream it twice? I forgot. In any case, I am going to be streaming it again for whenever the big release is out. Which, it's not fully released yet, is it? Or a bunch of Isaac likes way too short. Like, you don't get to feel like you're becoming this OP. Yeah, well, and the thing is, most roguelikes, that's the problem, is that Isaac has this this feeling that like it goes on for freaking ever. It's true. Like a lot of roguelikes are quite short in comparison to Isaac, but it's just yeah. I like longer form roguelikes, but also, you know, a lot of people don't have the patience of doing very long runs like Isaac, so there's that. But yeah, I mean, all my favorite roguelikes are usually the ones that are quite long. Revita, Gungeon, Dead Cells. Get the angle. Okay. I'm gonna open this. That's interesting. I actually don't know how this works. That's gonna be interesting. Shotgun rocket tables. It was twice. I wasn't sure it was twice. But I'll do it again for the full release, yeah. Or Risk of Rain. Yeah, Risk of Rain is also, again, a really solid game. Because, like, it's quite long. And it feels good. That's a gun. Which I don't think I need. Man, I really need to stop doing that. Is it really not worth it? I guess not. I didn't see what the table does. Okay, so it like shoots out and then rockets into it. That's kind of funny. It's not great, but it's pretty funny. All right. Let's get a key. I guess I could have opened that second one, but nah, whatever. Risk of Rain today took a very creative approach to approaching both the short form players and the long form. That's very true. Yeah. Again, looped runs is an interesting concept that I think roguelikes don't do very well. Most of them. The DLC is releasing Tuesday. Wait. DLC for what? For Risk of Rain? Is your favorite by far? Have you tried the remake? Because in my opinion, the remake is just a better version of the OG game, which is an amazing game. Don't get me wrong, but like I love the remake. I think they did it perfectly. Man, all these bullets in the middle it's a little confusing. Oh my gosh, I thought he would... Oh, that was so stupid. That was so stupid. That was so stupid. No, not on floor 1. Oh, that feels terrible. Oh, that feels so terrible. I think I have around 60 hours on it. Okay, cool, yeah. I feel like there's no reason not to to play the original anymore. I mean, again, the original is amazing, but Risk of Rain Returns is just so good. Ugh. All right, what do we got? Oh, these are some bad items. Holy shrimp. I mean, I do get the swords, but you know me, I don't love playing the sword. But again, no man, these are some terrible items. Wow. Screw you guys. Fine, I'll utilize the OP item. But again, like, it's not like I'm saying, oh, it's too easy. No, because it's still pretty hard to use. I just don't like using it. It's just very... You just approach everything the same way when you have the sword. You just know when they're gonna shoot, and then you just block it. Like, it's just way too generous. It's just so generous. Cookies! I mean, come on. That is a freaking cookie. You can't tell me otherwise. I might play the DLC. The thing is, I have not played even the last DLC of Risk of Rain much. And the thing is, so you know the series now, right? So we have the next big roguelike. We have Rogathon, and then we have challenge streams. Now, Rogathons and next big roguelikes are really like the focus of the channel now, which I think it's really fun. That being said, Rogathon are games that I'm familiar with, and that I want to showcase to the stream. But I also do want to play games that I've played in the past on Rogathon, that have like new updates and stuff where it's been a while. So the only thing is, I want to make sure I've played it enough. I don't want Rogathon to be like discovering stuff, if possible. But so yeah, I just have to play Risk of Rain 2 a bit. But then like I'm going to play it a little bit, and then I'm going to feature it for sure. Also, I don't think I've mentioned this, but I'm taking a huge break in a few weeks. I'm going back to France for a solid month, mid October. Sorry, mid September. So I'll be gone for a while, and then I'll be streaming a lot again. But yeah, so I should probably start bringing this up that I'm going to be gone for like from the September 10th to like the 20th of October. So I'm very sorry. I don't know what you guys are going to be like. I hope you'll be able to sleep, like find some other way to like have like a good night's sleep, or like bedtime story kind of vibe. I can see what we can do, but yeah, sorry about that. But during all this to say that during my time in France, I'm gonna have my Steam Deck, and I'm gonna be playing a ton of roguelikes to kind of get back to it, because I've been like I'm finishing I'm trying, like I've been spending all my time playing just focusing on the video and playing Baldur's Gate, which it's been taking a bit of my time. I knew it was going to take a bit of my time. I even told myself that I shouldn't be starting Baldur's Gate until I finish. Man, these are so bad. This is such a bad start. Holy shrimp. You know what? Ugh. Gosh darn it. I was hoping it would give me a key back. Oh, this is a miserable start. For every highly popular twin-stick shooter, roguelikes with an OP yet boring sword item, you have 2 nickels. Fair enough. You can play Scared in Hell, France. Wow, straight to it. Not even subtle on that one. Doko Roko. I don't think I know that. Not France. The Olympics are already over. That's true. To analyze Critic Gungeon, what would your thoughts be for someone that haven't played it, or at least not played it a lot? You know, that'd be. I mean, probably what I've already said quite a bit, which is that it is a game that has a ridiculous amount of like hidden, like that has a lot of detail. It's a game that has a ton of detail that you're going to be playing for a while. It is very skill heavy, meaning that you have to be patient. And it's not for everybody because of how skill heavy it is. It is it's very punishing, but not in a bad way in my opinion. It's just punishing for people that just don't know what to expect. I don't think that like a lot of the like for instance, I don't think like the bullet hell mechanic. I think the bullet hell mechanics are really nicely done. I think a lot of bullet hell games like have the bullet hell things happen way too fast. For instance, I don't know what happened there, but I don't know. What is with these terrible things? Although this one has a. These items are terrible. I even forgot what it does. I don't know what the synergy does though. Maybe the synergy saves it. Oh my god, it's so bad. Oh, my bombs don't explode. I don't even think that's I don't think that's good. Do I take damage from this explosion? Wait, how many can you fill up? Did they still explode? They do still explode. Alright, fine. Oh my gosh. What are these? Everything is D tier, by the way. Look at that. All my items, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 items are D tier. That's so sad. What? Oh no, I guess that's C tier, but it really is kind of like a D tier, to be completely honest with you. So after the video, yeah, I'm a little man, that video is again, it's a very long one. I'm worried it's gonna be a little too complicated, but I'm really trying to help it out by really matching visuals very, very well with it. Because the game I'm talking about is very complicated in its design, and so there's just a lot to mention. So it took me a while to really try to get that balance going. So I'm excited to see how it feels once I've like fully, once I can actually see the full video on my own. I'm very excited too. I mean, it was again like probably the biggest video I'll have in the channel, which is saying much because again, rogue design, what makes a good roguelike was like a huge deal. Okay, you you totally didn't see what happened. I was trying to block the bullet with my sword, and it just didn't happen, and yet I didn't take damage. Ooh, this is a terrible room. You know what? I hated this run. That was one of the worst runs I've had in a while. Like, jeez, that was terrible. So terrible. I hated it. I hated it. Also, I should have gone to the right, by the way. That was the right move. Let's do another one. To put it concisely, the game is way too conservative with both consumables and item interactions. Can you do one without knowing all the enemy patterns? I haven't played enough. I would say... Oh gosh, these items are terrible. Why? It's random. Why are you giving me D tier items? It's fine. Also, this gun is terrible. I would say if you were really, really, really skilled at the game, maybe, but probably not. The game kind of forces you to really understand enemy patterns, but I don't think the enemy patterns are unfair at the start. I think you can react to them. Like, all of them don't have like crazy fast attacks. They're just... Ugh. Oh my gosh, so bad. It's just that there's so much going on the screen that it's kind of hard to really focus on all the individual enemies. So I would say generally no. Gungeon does require knowledge, but not in an unfair way, in my opinion. I think someone who's really, really, really comfortable with these kinds of games could probably do really, really well on their first run. I'd be really curious how well I would do if I were to play Gungeon right now without having played it before. If I had the same amount of skill I have in these kinds of games. I wonder how far I would go. Because, for instance, like Hades... That was unfortunate. Hades, for instance, which, you know, is not too similar, but still, I was able to, like, get to, like, second floor on my very first attempt on Hades 1 and 2, which is pretty great, honestly. And that's because I'm so comfortable with these kinds of games. So, yeah. I really wish I could see how well I would do if I were to play Gungeon for the first time today. I'm very curious. That's also why I want to have a Gungeon 2. Like a sequel to Gungeon. This gun is terrible. This gun sucks. I hate this gun, but it's okay. I mean, usually that's pretty good, but it just gives me extra health. It does make me immune to poison. That's very situational. Fire is more annoying than poison. The only benefit is if I find a gun that just fills the room with poison, then it gets pretty good. But currently, it's a useless item. Unfortunate. You get to the Minotaur on your first Hades run? I highly doubt that. Because the way Hades works on your first run is that you're incredibly weak. And getting to the Minotaur, which is like right before the ending, would be insane. I mean, maybe, but I would be very impressed. Because, wow, that would be crazy. On your very first run? You sure about that? I got to the world where the Minotaur was on my first run, I think. But then, like, doing the rest is, like, insanely hard. Even... Oh, Balloon Gun! Balloon Gun is great! Oh my gosh, Balloon Gun is perfect! I'm definitely grabbing the Balloon Gun. Made to the floor. That's really impressive. That's really, really impressive. Like, wow, good job. Balloon Gun is going to be amazing. I'm definitely grabbing that. I'm grabbing it right now. So, Balloon Gun is incredibly powerful, and you have flight. But the moment you take damage, you lose all your ammo. Guess what? No problem here. Yeah, this gun is really powerful. It doesn't look very powerful, but the damage it deals is insane. It just shreds. You can use this gun for the entire run. Like, if I just have only this gun, I would be happy. Okay, Mega Hand is Heroin is also really good, but not as good. So, let's charge up one big shot, and then game has been very generous with this fight. Always giving me the easiest room layout. Ha! Very funny game. Look at all my health. What the hell? It's so hard to get that much health. Nope. Oh, right. I was gonna say, like, how do I have no... Why do I have no money? It's because I used the balloon. I bought the balloon gun. Hello, hello! Nice. Survived the serpent, but did just manage to survive the... Wow, good job. That's really impressive. I haven't heard many people that did what we did. We should be in the cool gamer group. Single. Look at that! Look at that animation, right? On the reload. It's so good. It's so unique. And it has like a really fun little sound effect that comes with it too. Look at it. That's so good. I love it. One thing to be very careful. If I change my weapon while in midair over a pit... Oh, No, You know when that thing when like you have it in your head, like it's so in your head that it's just going to happen because you... Yeah, I should probably avoid doing that, huh? So, as I was saying, if you change your weapon in midair, you just kind of fall. I'm so sad. Alright, now the question is, do I do... Gunslingers is... No, Gunslinger is just too unfair. I think I'm going to continue doing Paradox. I think, yeah, Gunslinger would give me a chance to... Well, I mean, again, I do believe I could do this challenge. You know, like, it's one of those things where I would need to take a long, like, many streams of doing it. I don't know if I'm going to do it, like, many times, but it is fun for me to do. But I'm not going to do the Gunslinger because it's just too cheap. I'm just going to continue Paradox then. Screw it. Let's not pretend that didn't happen. Balloon gun, you will be missed. Yeah. Again, the balloon gun, it was deflated. Good demonstration. I got a friend! Okay, so that's an S-tier weapon, item. It's one of the weaker S-tier items. Like, actually, by far, this should definitely be an A-tier. And even as an A-tier, it's okay. But he's a good friend. Elephant gun is... I like the elephant gun. So this is a pretty good start. Again, I just hated that last run. Like balloon gun was just feels too cheap, you know? Like flight, too easy. So, but yeah. Again, like it's really important for me to do these kind of demonstrations. So, yeah. See, like it's just it doesn't really. I don't know why he's an S tier. There are some very questionable balance things in this game. But I do like my elephant gun. It's like a long-range shotgun. I think the reason why I like doing the this character is because it gives me a chance to go fast at the beginning, which we're doing the beginning fairly often. So it's just nice to have like the potential of getting a gun or an item that just makes the process a little faster. Also, my this is the worst gun, so. Thank goodness I actually have an actual gun I can use because that starting gun is the worst. That is the pilot's one. Positioning is key in Gungeon, which is something you really have to get comfortable with for sure. Gosh darn it. Why are you giving me all these situational things? I don't want them. I don't even know if I want it. It really screws with me. There's this thing where you could like go through specific room. I've always hated this room. It's so stressful. Oh, I can't. I was trying to kill it by rolling into it. Ballot? Ballot's okay, but not worth a 45 gold. Maybe something you already said, but you thought about Neon Abyss compared to Gungeon. I thought it had it has its problem, but it's kind of dig the 2D platformer more. Okay, so Neon Abyss is a very interesting situation. So the one thing I like about Neon Abyss, first off, is it's one of those games that has a lot of details. Similarly, like not as much as Gungeon, but you can see the inspiration in terms of having a lot of content, but not content in terms of like there's a million items. It's more like there's a lot of unique items and a lot of unique interactions, unique events. Which does tie into more content. But I think a lot of games that just have a lot of content usually just focus on just having a bajillion amount of items, and that's it. Which is, sometimes that can work for small, simple games. But for me, like, games that have a lot of content should also have a lot of, like, detail and put a lot of thought into, like, their events, their, like, characters, like, detail, like, having, like, items feel unique, that kind of stuff. Because just cramming a million different items that all just feel similar is not good. Is not something I'm interested in. So I think Neon Abyss does that very well. My issue with Neon Abyss is, well, there's a few things. First of all, I think a lot of the guns are pretty boring. I think the overall gameplay is a little boring for me. And that's just, you know, that's a bit unfortunate. I don't think it's really like something specific. It's just that I personally don't love the... I feel like the platforming aspect is just not super interesting to me. Thank goodness I have the skeleton because everything else kind of sucks that I'm getting. Also, the grenade mechanic. I cannot believe the grenades are still the way they are. They are so weirdly, poorly implemented in the game. Like there's so much detail in this game, and like there's so many things, and then like to throw grenades, it's just a single, like, it's just a little line that you have to be positioned really, like, exactly in the right spot to just throw it to hit specific things, including walls. Sometimes there's no enemies, and you're trying to hit a particular wall for a secret room, and you can't. You have to, like, weirdly go on, like, a corner of an edge to try to get a good jump so you can just throw it. It blows my mind that was not... that's part of the game. I don't understand why the grenades feel so terrible in this game. I think what's interesting about Neon Abyss is that it doesn't do anything super unique. It has a lot of cool stuff, but when you think of Neon Abyss, what's unique about it? Nothing much, really. You know, it's kind of like a blend of a lot of things. Yeah, it has the egg mechanic, which is kind of whatever. Kind of feels crammed in. That doesn't really feel part of the game. But it's not a bad mechanic. It just feels kind of like whatever. But it doesn't. It has a cool identity in terms of the vibe, but in terms of the mechanics and what you do in the game, it just feels like, to me, just kind of like a platformer that doesn't have the most interesting platforming. I still want to kill it. You know, like, yeah, I personally don't like the platforming aspect. I think it's not super engaging, and I think a lot of the guns are a little underwhelming. And there's not that many guns. I always encountered the same ones, even though there were a lot of unique bosses and items. Guns-wise, I feel like I was always coming across the same ones. That being said, as I say often, it's easier to talk about the negatives, and it's usually more interesting to talk about the negatives. Overall, I like the game. Fun fact: Ben Starr, the developer of Revita, one of my favorite roguelikes. So I did a video on Revita. I had an interview with him, and after the interview, we talked for a while. And he said, I forgot how we got to that point, but he said that he had such a hatred for Neon Abyss. I was like, really? And we talked about it. I don't fully agree with a lot of that he said, but it was funny to see that he really hates Neon Abyss, and I thought that was pretty funny because it's kind of like a, you know, it's not a bad game, but I think it lacks a little bit of uniqueness in terms of its gameplay. Oh! Wait, what? Why did I get screwed up? Why did I not see that? Why am I not seeing some things? Like, I'm looking back at the footage that, yeah, clearly there was the big red mark on it, but I don't know, I just didn't see it? That's so weird. I don't make these kind of mistakes usually. That's disappointing. It was a whatever run. Man, if we could like beat floor 3, that'd be cool. What do we got? What? Is this bugged? Are those the two exact same items? No, it's not. I didn't have exactly the two same items, did I? I just happened to have them again. They're two terrible items. This... Oh my god. I actually don't know if you're more likely to have lower tiered items or not with this character. I always thought that was the case because I always felt like I got unlucky. But when I look online, I don't think it says that, which is confusing. I thought I read that it is just completely random items without a difference in luck. But did I just read that wrong? If it is completely random, then I'm very, very unlucky right now. Because, man, these are some completely useless items. Luckily enough, at least I did start with one of the better starting guns. So there's that at least. Go back. Can I just push you onto the lantern? And then do this? Oh, come on. It was going to be really cool. Not the lantern, the chandelier. Thank you. You're welcome. Whee! Frame drops. I mean, at least that's pretty good against these guys. There you go. Yeah, I think this character is probably the most fun to do this challenge with, come to think of it. Just because restarting over and over again with the same layout can be kind of annoying. At least here, it kind of gives me something unique. I'm not saying that I want to try to find the most powerful thing. It's just more fun to start with something different every time. So that's why we're gonna play this character. I thought it was gonna do three each, but I decided not to anymore. Oh, you know, I think I never finished Neon Abyss. I did go pretty far, but I never finished it. But it was cool. It really did get me that kind of like cool vibe that I love in most of my favorite roguelikes, which is the feeling that the meta progression actually feels unique and interesting. Hey, who said they wanted the lowercase r? There you go. There's your favorite. I am not buying it. I'm very, very sorry. We keep distracting you, but what when you say detail, what do you mean? What do you mean by when I say detail? Sorry, I'm a little distracted, so I forgot when I said detail, what I meant. Oh, but it's okay. I'm like, I'm not planning on streaming and just being like while doing this challenge, so feel free to distract me. It keeps me awake. Banana! Banana's not great. Banana actually sucks. Banana's pretty bad. But it's funny. Banana! Do you know what that is a reference to? I wonder if anybody can know where the banana reference is from. Like, The banana is from like the for the OG players. Actually, a game that I don't even know if it's still doing things. Yes, Worms. It is Worms. Hell yeah. I wonder if Worms is still a thing. Look, yay! I can get rid of the fire. But yeah, let me know what you mean by details. I'd be happy to give more details on the detailed conversation about details. It takes so long to even check it. Let's see what we have. Stop giving me useless items. What the hell, game? You said you like this game because of the details. You mean oh details? I mean the fact that not the polish. The fact that every gun and every item usually feels unique. There's a lot of thought and care put into everything. For instance, that little sound effect for this item, that's the only item in the game that does it. The water sprouts, I mean, there's very few items that do that. The banana is a completely unique, like, kind of like item that really does things very differently than everything else. Instead of just cramming a million items that all feel very similar, every item and gun tends to feel really unique. And that's all thanks to just a lot of thought and detail and like the little tiny nitpicky things, the care put into everything in this game. I don't even know if Banana's going to be dealing much damage here. Oh, actually against these guys, maybe. Oh, I can detonate my banana with this active item. Wow. Synergies. Ooh. I don't even think it's worth doing, but... Dude, why did you rush into me? You're not supposed to do that! Like that's such a like after you call an enemy, usually you do something else. Like I know I was positioned badly, but I had a blank. I was going to I was blanking. But why did you just headbutt me? That's just not cool. I don't appreciate it. Also, I'd like to get better items, please, game. Give me something useful. Come on. Yeah, worms is fun. I had a lot of fun with worms. All right, give me something good. Okay, that's pretty bad, but whatever. So we got this guy, which is a pretty terrible gun. D class again. Can someone check to see if like I'm just really, really unlucky, or that's just, or that like there's no way, right, that I'm just that unlucky. Okay, well I got I got 3 D class guns. What is... Wait, I forgot what this thing does. Oh, it's accuracy. Oh, you know what? That's probably not too bad with this gun, all things considered. Ooh, key guy. Okay, cool, I got it. You know what? That's not bad with this gun. I'll take it. Boop. Actually, all my guns are like that I have terrible accuracy, so all right. I'm gonna use these D-class guns. I'm gonna make them good. Actually, these D-class guns, the cool thing is that they have the potential of being really powerful with some synergies. They all have really, really solid synergies. Bonk. Quantity with quality, exactly. Even the icon, you're absolutely right. That is a very good point. Even the ammo, like this stuff, right? Like all of these are really have different, like look different depending on the gun you have. That's just so much extra work. They didn't have to do that. Also, look at that. Like you can see the animation of the gun. Also, the animation of each gun is done really well. It's all very unique. There's just so many details that I love. It really gives a lot of life to the game. It makes it very immersive, and combined with the fact that the game really pushes the humor, makes the humor even more funny, because like you get to see a lot of the details. It feels like more, you know, like the all the items, all these things that are funny are even more funny if, you know, there's fun animation, unique animation, all that kind of stuff, you know? Curse of the D tier, seriously. Uzi shooting like an AK worth it? Honestly, yeah. I mean, I wonder how much damage it actually does. I think the problem is that it has a pretty, like, rough knockback, I think. Let's see. Yeah, it's okay. It's not bad, honestly. It's kind of crazy how impactful accuracy is, huh? Yeah, you know what? I'll take it. Oh my god. Just don't be clone. That's the only thing. Just don't be clone. That's an S tier? Really? Man, I'm not like even when they're giving me the S tiers, it's like the worst ones. This is so not useful for me. It gives me 2 extra health. It makes me cursed, and yeah, I think it's 1 enemy every room can be like charmed, right? Is that the one? I always get confused with these items that have like a bunch of random effects. Like man, I always forget what Yellow Chamber does. Like since the very beginning I started playing this game, I've always forget. That's so unfortunate to get another pretty bad S tier weapon, right? Item. At least it's not clone. Extra health, yay! Whoa, 2 extra health, crazy. Yeah, it is that one. Come on, buddy. Also, look at the animation when the room finishes. It's pretty cool. Oh. The reload is pretty rough on this gun, though. Get you to do that. That's so cool. Okay. Stop giving me what is up with these D-class things? I mean, it's better than nothing. I have more guns than I'm supposed to, so that makes sense. It's just funny. I rarely get that many D tier things. But the increased accuracy, again, is pretty good in this. What the hell? What? What? I have never seen that. What the hell was that? Did you guys see that? My yellow chamber changed into an eye. I never knew that was a thing. I don't even know what triggered it. What? That's so crazy. I have no idea why it did that. I mean, it's cool. What's the range on this gun? It's rough positioning, but it's okay. I got it. It's not dealing a lot of damage, I will say. Okay, done. Okay, that was a scary fight. That was a scary fight. I think I did pretty well there. I'm pretty happy. Man, I mean, it's something, I guess, but oh my god. This game and its weird items. Why? That. Don't get it. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good, though. Alright, floor 2. Let's get some better items, please. I would love some better items. Floor 2, these guns are not gonna be... Oh, gosh. The knockback on that gun is the problem. Like, when things have low health, it's fine because you just one-shot them. But the moment they have more health, it just makes the gun way worse. Can they at least one-shot one of these guys? Okay, it can. That's good. Okay, nice. Okay, cool. I'm angry! I love that the animation of that thing. So now is the eye there? No, why is the eye not there anymore? It's so confusing. With the most luxurious birthday dinner. Wait. Is today Thursday? Oh my gosh! Happy birthday, Darner! Hey! Happy birthday! Birthday dinner! Yay, cereal! Aw! Happy birthday. That's right. I totally forgot. I told you I would forget. So, hell yeah. Oh, well, I hope you have a... Sorry. I hope you have a wonderful cereal dinner. Are you planning on doing anything fun for your birthdays? I mean, I'm going to assume that we're probably fairly similar in like the way we celebrate our birthdays, which is I mean, I don't know, but my guess, you know, because as we're both very, very talented gamers, you know, we do share a bond in some ways, and I'm going to imagine that you like to. Why I don't like how fast you are. I don't like how. Get out of here! Oh my gosh! Ah! Okay. Well, to be honest, that was a pretty bad run. I was trying to change to my other weapon, but it recharged so slowly. I wasn't killing it with my weapons. And again, that was also because of the yellow chamber. It was cursed. I knew the curse is just a bad thing to have when you have a terrible layout. Oh, this gun is annoying. You have to spam the reload button to make it stronger. And then it's strong, but it's really kind of annoying to do. I mean, it is very strong. It's actually, honestly, left hand spamming is not that bad for me. Right hand spamming is kind of annoying. Oops. Oh, come on. There you go. It's like the rad gun. Rad gun is always just... Ah. Rad gun is always so interesting because rad gun is one of the strongest weapons in the game if you know how to use it well. But it's so freaking annoying to use. Oh, I have the robot starting gun. That's not bad, actually. Thank you, thank you. I've heard of taking me to an Italian restaurant I like on Sunday. Hell yeah, that sounds like my kind of birthday. You can also bind reload to your scroll wheel, although I personally found that... Yeah, I mean, there's obviously a lot of ways to... Yeah, like, that doesn't surprise me. It's just that I'm so used to... Like, I don't like doing this kind of thing because I'm just... Then like, kind of screws up with, like, the things that I'm used to. And again, I really do think that Gungeon is like... Oh, gosh, I have to... I'm so not used to having to spam reload, though. I wish you could just click to just to reload as well. Ooh, that is a rough room, by the way. Good thing I have like a fine gun. Charming rounds. Oh my gosh, yes! Oh, that feels good. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. Ah, yeah, that's the stuff. That's the stuff! Woo, baby! Well, you like to see that on a hitless run. Don't mind if I do. Woo! All right. Big monies. Nope. That is, if that was unlocked, maybe, but no, it's in current form. A lot of keys I'd like. Yeah, like, man, having to like spam reload is just something you're not really used to doing in mid-fight. So I like the fact that now, like, I will actually die if I take a hit, which feels pretty good. I mean, temporarily, but... Right, yeah. I wish you could just shoot while you were doing that, and then, like, it would also work. Should I really stop doing this? I feel like it's just not worth it. That's pretty good. It's going to, this is like homing, kind of? It's like a weird homing. Friends usually get me some Steam credit for my birthday, so I'll probably be able to finally play Balatro. I think you're gonna love Balatro. I'm excited for you to play Balatro. One thing, you know, this is a small thing, but one thing I really, really liked in Revita that is linked to this is Revita made it so that, you know, a lot of games that have like status effects, bosses are just not going to, like some status effects just are not going to work against bosses. You know, like Charm, for instance, right? Charm can't work against bosses; that'd be too powerful. But Revita did, like all these status effects that would be too powerful against bosses, instead did something completely unique for the bosses. So Charm would instead have the boss like not be charmed, but instead bullets that the shoots will randomly have charmed bullets, which means that it won't hurt you, which I think is really cool. That was a very, very nice touch in Revita. Oh, man, this gun is weird. Like, I have to move my finger so weirdly. Oh, I'm out of blanks. Where are you going? Yeah, like, it's just not good against bosses, because I have to move my finger in a way so that I can... Like, it's just hard to explain, but I have to constantly be spamming reload, but my left hand is where the reload button is, which is the hand I use to move. So it's just really hard to do. But luckily enough, I think the Tetris gun is just going to replace that. I'm saying any roguelike that offers game breaking automatically gets put up on my radar. Yeah, I agree. And again, Balatro does it really well, where it's a matter of like you have to know how to break it, but you can break it. So it's rewarding if you like. It's not like a bullet heaven where you just always break the game pretty easily, you know. I mean, yeah. Okay. That's that. Yeah, satisfying game breaks. But we're on the same page. Okay, so now I have the Tetris gun. Which is probably going to be my... I mean, the Tetris gun is not good against room clearing. It's good against bosses. Well, it's good against this kind of guy. Really? I'm surprised. I thought the Tetris gun was better. I mean, I never liked the Tetris gun that much. I know it's not that great. I mean, it's super unique. Don't get me wrong. It's hilarious, but... Like, if I can do a Tetris, it explodes, which is very funny. But that damage was really bad. Like, that is supposedly a B tier? That was really poor damage. Oh my gosh, you still need to finish that hard key run. Okay, 2 hits on these guys. Cool. No, get out. Ah, shoot. I forgot that the mage is there. Oh, gosh, that was a rough angle. I think it's still worth just spamming instead of killing the mage. It's not as ammo efficient, but it's safer. Again, I don't really like this gun anyway, so... Back in the Gungeon again, yes! With a bit of a challenging challenge I put myself to. You know what? I think I'm just gonna use my basic gun. It's not a bad gun, all things considered. Stop it. I don't want to see this thing again. Grew on stone. I should wait. It was my mind is just not like I never look whether there's a Guan stone. I need to buy Guan stones. There's only they're only like $10 and I have like so much money. It's kind of funny. Would you believe I told you that it was a pretty bad run up until I got to Delirium? I found an R key from above, but that's the beauty of Isaac too. It's like every run is possible to be really good. Then gamble with the crooked penny and it paid off. Ha ha. Let him cook right now. Oh, got that game a bit before you streamed it. Quite enjoyable. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, it was a good time. It's a game that clearly still needs a few more things for it to really be like fully fleshed out. But it was a really solid game. Okay, that's a good gun. Unfortunately, it makes me cursed, but that's an amazing room clearer. Doesn't deal much damage, but it's just very good at what it does. Also, again, look at this little cute thing with this gun. When you roll, the head just flops over and has a unique animation. Again, they didn't need to do that, but it's just so good. Right around the edges for sure, but potential is there. Exactly. And developers seemed pretty happy with the feedback, so that's always nice to hear. Oh, they were fighting. I kind of wish I didn't grab that armor so that whenever I take damage, I would just die, you know? I don't like this guy over there. Yeah, the problem, the one thing with this gun is that it's doesn't deal much damage. So maybe I should also, oh man, I don't like the Tetris gun. I feel like the Tetris gun is just way too weak. Like it fires really slowly too, you know? Tetris? There we go. I always hate this room. Okay, because the ghost can spawn under you and it makes it really awkward. Very dangerous room. Okay. All right. We'll see if we open this or not. Yeah, I used one R key. I found a deploy up. Got up. Then when I used a second, I found a question mark card. Isaac is insane. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, sure. That's fine. I sacrificed health for... I need to stop doing that, huh? There's gonna be some good stuff. So now things are close to me will take damage, which is like, whatever. What is this one again? Better reload and accuracy. Sure. It's kind of like whatever. All right. I guess the boss, I'm probably going to use the Tetris. Okay. Might still be looking to go for a fifth. No snake, please. All right. Revenge time. That's a bad angle, but... Yeah, honestly, the Tetris gun is not that good, huh? I mean, that is a B tier weapon. It's just not doing that much, huh? I want to suck the... It's not working. Okay. That's whatever. But I guess we'll take it. I mean, it's yeah, it's okay. It's okay. No. Again, like it's the vampire. I'm a vampire. Like that was the thing I got. Okay, just floor 3. Okay, floor 3. Why am I so scared of this room? It said it was offline for a second. Am I? Did we get cut off? Am I good? Did something happen? We're back, right? Something happened. I think we're good. Huh. That was weird. I don't know if it was just on my end, but my like a lot of my apps were like offline. I'm like whoa. But I think we're still good. All right. Good. Cool. Ooh, that was a dangerous room. What do I want to give ammo to? I really don't like this Tetris gun. So probably going to be the... Oh, well, he's already full. Okay, the crossbow. Crossbow's okay. It's a bit chaotic, which is dangerous. You're the one. Come on, come on. There you go. There's the angle. So I think this is the furthest we've made it so far. Going in circles, going in circles. That's the way to do it. Gotta go in circles. Oh my gosh! Yes, the best possible event! Yay! It did die for a second? Interesting. Yeah, I think our internet just... Well, no, it wasn't our internet. Couldn't have been our internet, because that would have been way worse. Something went off for a second. Alright, Oh, yeah, you don't even know what that is, huh? That event is refills all your health. It's a full heal. Yay. It's a really funny animation, though. I'll showcase it. Oh, okay. Did not see you there. I need to be better with my presence, like looking around. Map awareness, I guess, is the way to say it. Bees! Bee bullets! Yay! We have a chance to shoot bees. Look at the bees! That's actually pretty good. Oh, Gungeon, best 3 roguelike soundtracks apart from Risk of Rain, of course. Funny enough, that's going to be a bigger conversation this year because I'm planning on making a big thing about roguelike music before the end of the year. Yeah, so unfortunately, like you said, apart from Risk of Rain, right? Because Risk of Rain is probably one of the best. Okay, let me think. Definitely not Isaac. Sorry, Isaac. Dungreed is pretty great. Wild Frost, but I don't want to spoil things because I'm planning on doing a big thing on the Gungeon music, on roguelike music. But yeah, Dungreed and Wild Frost are phenomenal. But the best of the best. FTL, simple but phenomenal, recognizable music. FTL is really, really good in that regard. I think it's gonna be my last run, by the way. Oh, I do not like this guy. Oh, whoa, no, not this room. I need to use my blanks. That is like one of the worst rooms on this floor. It's a very rare room. I'm happy I bought a blank. I mean, I had more blanks, but... I need to be very careful with my surroundings. Keep my secrets. But I've given a few. Come to think of it, most of the roguelikes I play are pretty mediocre when it comes to music. I'd say most of them are... The funny thing is that from what I've learned, because again, I've been kind of like already like studying a lot of it recently for some reasons that I'm not going to share. I've realized that a lot of the roguelike music that I've heard aren't bad, but it's just it's hard to stand out. Like, I would say most of them are actually decent, but few are incredible. Or few are really, really good, is a better way of saying it. Because incredible, of course, like, many things in life are hard to be incredible. Oh my god. That is such a rare synergy. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. With the slight homing, that's really good. Yeah, Dungreed's great. I better focus in there, and then yeah, I think I'll do that last one because I need to be careful not to outplay, like to go too crazy on this. And plus, it's already been 2 hours. And then the roguelike I play test for into my top 3 list because of conflict of interest, but it is pretty good. Oh yeah, well, yeah. Again, like I will have to see that for myself too. Again, for those of you who don't know, again, it's really funny because I am planning on making like a big video on a big stream and video on music, but most people that know me have no idea that I'm a professional musician and that I've graduated from Berkeley with a film scoring degree. I conducted orchestras. Just nobody knows that in this world. I just live 2 different worlds. So it's gonna be funny to make a video on this. Like, oh yeah, so you know, you might know me from this. Well, I'm also a musician, so I'm gonna talk about music now. Just it's gonna be really fun for me to do this. I'm really excited. It's gonna be a big project, of course. It's gonna take a long time because everything I do on this channel takes for freaking ever. Okay, 3rd boss. What do I want here? With I think Anti-Birth and Risk of Rain allowed it would be top 3, which means based on the current rules, that would technically make it number 1. Interesting. I am truly a very person in video game music. You're a musician. That's oh, okay. Did I say I was a musician before? Well, I mean, like I wasn't sure on this stream. I know I've said it many times, but yeah, okay, got it. It's not just random. Ooh, that should be pretty doable. Oh my God, no! Really? Really? I mean, I knew that could happen, but really? That was like such an easy one. Well, that was a sad way to go. I mean, man, that was like one of the easiest bosses I could have faced. Oh, no, the stream's okay, yeah. Should be pretty doable. Dies, I know. Yeah. I was like, honestly, like a few frames from hitting that roll. That is such a shame. I mean, I knew I was in a bad position, but I didn't think the bullet would go that fast. I was just a tiny inch too slow. Oh, that's such a shame. Because with this boss, there's a very particular way of dealing with this boss, pretty consistently, with the pillars, and also being under the boss is really useful. So I was trying to go under the boss, but no. Okay, well, you know what? I got to floor 3. I was hoping I would at least beat floor 3. I might do this again because I really like this kind of challenge. It's really fun. I think I got pretty darn unlucky with a lot of these runs, but hey, that's how it is. Oh, really? Desynced and resynced? Interesting. Okay. Ripperonis, indubitably. That's a shame. Not the best run either. I mean, the things I was given had cool synergies, but I didn't have anything good for bosses, even at this point. Yeah, it was like, the room clearing was great, but the boss potential was a little low. Yeah. Oh, the shame. That was fun. So, by the way, I'm planning on doing a lot of Gungeon challenges because I like them. And one I'm going to be doing again fairly soon is one that we did in the past, which is chat chooses my rainbow chest items. So I'll try to make like a announcement when we do this stream, potentially next week or something like that, because it's really fun to do if there's a few people on the chat that just selects whatever comes out of the rainbow chest. Can be good, can be bad, doesn't matter. But just know that whatever you give me, I'll beat it. So just put that in mind. I like doing those streams. But that's gonna be it for me. This was fun. This went, I think, kind of as I expected. I didn't expect to get that much terrible luck. Let's see. If I start a run right now, do I get good items? Knowing that I've gotten some of the worst possible items up to now. Let's see. Am I really that unlucky? Oh my god. Starts me with a balloon gun. Although the other item is useless. That's fair. The other item is useless. I didn't even know you could get that. I think you can't get that normally. I think this is the only an item you can get in the tutorial. Am I wrong? That's insane if that's the case. Right? That's crazy. I think you cannot get this item normally. All right, everybody. Yeah, it was fun. I'll be back Sunday for a rogueathon. I'm not too sure on what yet. So it might not be rogueathon because I haven't been playing enough roguelikes recently. Outside of working on roguelikes, but like new roguelikes and stuff to show. But I'll think about it. I'll look at like old games I haven't played before. There is a roguelike I could play called a robot named Fight. But I'm not a huge fan of the game. People do like it. It's a Metroidvania roguelike, which is interesting. The problem is I just don't know how interesting it is for stream. I find it kind of boring. But I mean, it's a game that people do like the game. I'm personally not a huge fan of it. So maybe I'll stream that. Wow, it doesn't sound very interesting now that I say it, huh? Like, oh, great. Streaming something that apparently is not boring. Maybe I kind of ruined the potential here. It's an interesting game to talk about, but probably not one for streaming. So I'll think about what else I could play. But in any case, thank you all so much for joining me on this stream. Darter, happy birthday. I hope you enjoyed that wonderful Italian restaurant. That sounds pretty awesome. Sounds like my kind of birthday. And yeah, hope to see you all on Sunday for potentially another Roguathon. That's also actually got to final update that everyone almost got screwed out of. That's right. I did see something about that. That's right. Yeah. I have not been following much of Dead Cells. That could be another game I could showcase on Roguathon. But I want to play the games. I want to be familiar with the games that showcase on Roguathon, and I just have so many games. So I could find a Roguathon. I just have to find time to do it. Dead Cells might be nice. Yeah, Dead Cells could be nice. But man, if you haven't played Dead Cells in a while, it's you really have to get back into it because it's a pretty skill heavy game. So, all right, everybody, have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will hopefully see you all on Sunday.